everybody again. I just finished that other video about how I put things together out here and realized I missed a few things. So I was going to talk about the solar lights. Again, I buy them a little at a time when they're on sale or I find a really good deal. So I have spotlights on the trees. They're all solar, but I don't have enough of them yet. So I add one or two here and there when I can get them. Eventually it'll be filled up. This is the fountain that I got recently. I found that on Amazon. I find those to be about the best deals that I can find for a fountain, and it's solar powered as well, which is handy. And then stones, I find on the property, but I've had to fill in a couple, buy some at Home Depot, Lowe's. And then of course I built these planter boxes myself. I just used the fencing pickets that are cedar, and I stained them, and I used just little bits of wood that I had around to stabilize it on the corners. Here I had to use cement screws, tuck it into the cement wall. And then back here, some more planter boxes. And these boxes, as you can see, I haven't filled with dirt yet because it costs money. So I just do it a piece at a time. By the end of this winter, I hope to have those filled. Excuse the sunflower, my one sunflower that I have left. Look at you, aren't they pretty? And this is where I want to be planting some roses that'll climb up these trellises. And then back here, as you can see, I haven't done a whole lot. I will be. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I think I might put another planter along the back of here. And this seat is not a great seat. I just made it look like a seat because this used to be a fence and a post there. So I just used what I had to make it look okay. Molly is hiding behind the tumbleweed. It's a big tumbleweed. And then the barn, the other thing is paint. So if you've read my blog, you know that I painted the cement wall. That's one of the first things I did. And that cost, some money too. So I did it a section at a time. When I could buy a gallon of paint, I'd buy it, paint, and wait until I could buy another gallon of paint. Same thing with the cement here. It took me a couple of tries to figure out what I wanted to do with it. And this red is definitely my favorite. It's the same that we put on our doors and window trim. I'm still working on the trim on the house. Again, that's another thing. I buy a gallon of paint when I can, use it up, and then wait till I can buy another one. And this barn is going to be turning beige as well. I like the blue, but I think that the beige with the trim is going to look really good. I'm trying to think if there's any other thing that I missed earlier. For instance, the fountain I want to put here. I have the plan and I have the container that goes under the ground, so you have to dig a hole and do that. But I still need to find the stone that I want to put on top of it to make a fountain. Oh, and this grass here, it took me, if you've seen the other blogs, it took me all of this summer to do, moving the rocks piece by piece and then buying a few sections of sod as I could afford it. It's not expensive. It's only $7.50 a roll, but it adds up. So I would do 3 at a time and eventually filled it in. So that's how I do my projects, and I hope that the video helped you. Have a great day. Bye.